This is my very first live ever on TikTok. I am doing a simultaneous live with my YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube as Miss Andrea. It is taking forever for the YouTube to get going, so I'm going to pay attention to the TikTok right now. And say hello if you are here at my very first YouTube. My name is Miss Andrea, and in my professional life, hi, Queen Mom. Wow, this is great. In my professional life, I run a homeschool co-op program. My specialty within that is getting homeschooled high schoolers into college with scholarships. Very important to me. In addition to that, I also get public school children into college with scholarships. So I am what you would call a freelance guidance counselor. So what I really would like to do is set up a question and answer right now. And I don't know why the YouTube one isn't working. I guess I haven't used it in forever. Cancel. But it may not be working. Whatever. So what I would like to do is answer any questions that anyone has. Homeschooling, new homeschoolers in particular, and at the other end of the journey, getting into college, whether your children are in public school or whether they're homeschooled. So feel free to go ahead and ask me any questions. In the meantime, I did pull up some questions here. General homeschool questions. So I'll go ahead and start with those. And I'm pulling them from Reddit because people ask, very beginner, am I a Crip or a Blood? Neither. I do know what that means. Neither. At least I think I know what that means. I am neither a Crip nor am I a Blood. This is really weird. That my YouTube live won't work. So I'm going to focus on my Facebook live. And if my YouTube live starts, then we'll deal with it. Ancient Wisdom Healer. Hello. So this is a question that I found online, and it's pretty typical for what people ask us. And I got this from Reddit. They said, please don't think, if you see me move weird, it's because I suffer from headaches, and I'm usually stretching my neck. It says, please don't think I'm anti-homeschooling for my questions. I'm just genuinely curious. What does it look like, especially if you have info experience in IBLP, but also generally? All ages together, but working at different levels, I assume. How many hours per day on average, year-round or similar to formal school, summer break, etc.? In what form is information presented? Books, computers, etc.? Do you earn a diploma or get a GED? I realize it's completely different for everyone and there's no standard, exactly, or right or wrong way to do it. I'm just not familiar with the process. My children went through private school through 8th grade or on cell phone. Zoom is better because some kids don't like to send their college applications, and if I'm looking them in the eye, older, by the time they get to high school, they need to be spending 6 or 7 hours a day, like 3 to 4 days a week. If a kid plans to get trade school experience, can your service still help? Yes. In my general area, I have experience in finding people to get them interned with, but I can get them to a point where they're ready to get into trade school and then help you brainstorm on how to find people to mentor them. Hi, Queen Mom. Thank you for showing love. So that's basically it. If kindergarten's an hour to an hour and a half, second grade, add a half hour, third grade, add a half hour. You generally just add a half hour every year till we get to high school, and they should be doing 6 or 7 hours a day, 3 to 4 days a week. 3 to 4 days a week because they should be spending 2 days a week in the community, doing internships, working jobs, doing what we call homeschool co-ops or homeschool schools, and I run one of those. So most of my students come to see me 1 or 2 days a week, and the other days at home, they homeschool, and I teach history from a whole world perspective, which is another conversation completely. And we will get to that. I need to restart my live because it never worked on YouTube. It just noped out. That was weird. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to even worry about it. I'll do that another time. So that's it. How long does it take? Little kids, an hour to an hour and a half a day. Big kids, 6 to 7 hours, 3 to 4 days a week. Summer break, maybe. The younger they are, the better chance you'll have to train them to do school year round. And when they do school year round, their whole life just gets way easier because you're doing homeschooling for an hour to 90 minutes a day year round. They're accelerating very fast, which means they're not having that brain drain at the end of the school year, so that when they come back in the fall, they've lost some skills that you've got to reteach. Also, they're constantly learning, so they're just moving at a faster pace than other kids, which is why you hear of homeschoolers finishing their graduating from homeschooling and having an associate's degree at the same time because of that acceleration. Okay, someone wants to go live together. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm going to press this button because this is my first live ever. We'll do that next time, and we'll pre-plan people to join my live. Excuse me, I'm lotioning. That was weird. I thought I'd try it. I did. Woo! So, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. That was wild. So we talked about how many hours a day you should homeschool. The younger the child is, the less you should homeschool. I'm going to decline now. The older the child is, the longer you should homeschool. If you can do summer, year-round homeschooling, definitely do it. You know, and when I say year-round homeschool, we took 2 to 3 weeks at Christmas time. Toward the end of the summer, the children would demand their 2 to 3 weeks. And then we took a lot of family vacations. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Diploma or a GED. So the homeschool diploma is something that a parent creates and signs. And it's diploma that you can get off of a diploma website for homeschoolers. But you're also going to generate what's called a portfolio along with that transcript. And it supports, along with the diploma. The portfolio supports the diploma. It shows basically everything. And I'm looking behind me because an accredited diploma, which she did get, but then you have to go through an accrediting agency. And then and it depends on where you live. They review your work and they issue a diploma. For my son, we just did the portfolio and the homeschool diploma. He went to a private college at first. They were fine with it. My daughter, we were fighting for state scholarships, which we got, but turned out she also got a talent-based scholarship, so we didn't need to accredit, although we did. But what homeschoolers need more so than a diploma or a GED is a portfolio, which means you have to keep track of what your children do. And that just means monthly uploading their best work into a Google Doc, keeping track of their math grades, things of that nature, just keeping kind of a student book on them. And then so you can get an accredited diploma, you can write a homeschool diploma, parent signed, or you can get a GED. I helped